What is up, YouTube? LazeeLlama here, and here we are back with some Clicker Heroes once more. Still on the older update of the game till we grind back up like I was talking about last episode. But I just want to say this has been a really sad adventure back to Maw, as my rubies are completely just depleting. I'm going through them all. Probably not the best idea to have kept doing this rather than actually just time-lapsing, although time-lapsing could have also lost me more. It kind of would have been a toss-up, but I'm going to have to even do another one before I reach Maw. Look how close I am. We're not going to reach that off just pushing zones here, though, which is the saddest thing ever. It's really upsetting. I mean, we only went about 3K zones. I mean, this should definitely do it right now, which is why I'm actually starting the recording now. This should. I don't see how this wouldn't, but it's going to put us at 500 rubies. We've gone through so much grinding this back out. It's so upsetting. Like, I'm so upset. We actually shouldn't even need to level him. Take that off just so we don't waste any gold, although it really doesn't matter. Let me just pop over to the calculator, which is popping up on my second monitor for some reason. It's acting all weird, but let's come in here. These probably won't be very big jumps. I mean, that's actually not too bad. Relatively speaking, for the amount of zones going up, that's actually quite a bit. Hero soul difference for the upgrades, at least. Not bad. Pop in here, get the gold guys. This is what we want. We should see this start to jump up. What would I do? Yeah, quite a bit. I'm hoping this one right here should do it. Yeah, that put us at enough gold, I believe. We might actually still be a little short, but we can definitely push to it from there, no problem if we're not there. I think we are, though. I think that's Maw. No, it's not. It's 90, not 51. All right, so we got to grind this up a little bit more, but we probably just chill here for a moment and do it. I think. Let me, I think we got a raid to do. Let's go do the raid while we wait. Yeah, let's say it should have been right around there. So we're waiting for that just to keep jumping up. I think it goes through. No, it doesn't actually kill things while you're in the raid. So, you know, we'll do this and then continue pushing. Which, now that we got Maw, is pretty nice. But that's still going to consist of buying this every now and then with Maw. Which really stinks. Because that's not going to leave me with, like, any rubies left to do any kind of time-lapsing on the new update, which I'm a little worried about. I mean, by the time we get there, I'm expecting to probably only have like 100 or 200 rubies left at the max. At the rate we're going through things, I'm spending everything, which is, like I said, not a good thing. Maybe we do just set the auto clicker up on here. This might actually take a couple minutes. You know what? I'm gonna bounce out. Let me refresh all these. We'll hit the fish, I guess. Don't really need it, but we will do all that, and then we're going to hang out a bit. I will come back when we can afford Maw and start the Maw grind. Alright, so we are back after letting it sit for a little longer than it probably needed to, obviously, because it stopped here. I'm actually going to open up the rest of the guilds here, and we're going to drop them on the Maw. And honestly, one level of Maw will put us doing more damage than what we were just doing, which is pretty sweet. Glad to have Maw actually going now. It's going to take quite some time to get to that first upgrade, but again, we really shouldn't need to time-lapse much, if any. The goal would be, obviously, not to have to time-lapse, or yeah, not to have to time-lapse at all, but it may happen. I think at some point during this push, sorry, not time-lapse, quick ascent. At some point during this push, I think I'm gonna time-lapse just because our Mercenary still aren't doing the best, and I still feel like it's the best way to do it. We can try to earn some rubies back. I mean, we got level 14. We might be able to make something off that. I mean, you got to think a 24-hour, which is what this is 14, 15 rubies. I think he's on a 2-day here. Level 10. It's bringing in roughly the same. I mean, then there's some decent rubies coming back in. I mean, everyone else is really crap level, but you get what I mean. Just trying to, are they actually all 4? Yeah. We have 3 4s, a 10, and a 14. But we're just kind of trying to make something out of this. And try to get some of these rubies back. 501 rubies is not cool. Plus, they'll be able to get the clickables, which I can't get right now. And that'd be basically another 25 rubies I could be able to get. I probably should have done that, like I said, a while back. I mean, we've been on the same ascension for a long time. Since I kind of said that I wanted to actually basically go time-lapse to level things up. But we've just been quick ascending anyways. And again, the quick ascension works and all, but I kind of vaguely remember some of these upgrades you didn't have time lapse at all to get, or sorry, you didn't have to quick ascend at all to get to, and some of them you did. But nonetheless, at this point of the game, these next, you know, basically 700k zones should go relatively quick. I'm not really concerned about like leveling up anymore. I mean, we definitely have enough rubies to get to where we're going. I'm just worried about not having rubies, or gonna be able to make rubies to do anything else on the big new update, because we can't quick ascend to keep pushing, and there's gonna be a bunch of time lapsing, and if that goes bad, I mean, it's gonna come down at that point to how lucky we are with how long our mercenaries last. We really don't need a special mercenary to make rubies. I mean, if we can get, you know, for example, Lori somehow levels up to, you know, 40. I mean, I did just revive Lori, I think, either on level 14 or level 13 or something. So recently, and there's a good chance that she could last another, you know, 30 zones. Or sorry, 30 levels, and could actually get up to like 44-ish. I think 30 is still the cap, like, for one life. I want to say it's roughly about there. But my point is, if we get another 10, that's level 24. That's pretty decent. There'd be a lot of rubies by then, especially if I mainly focus on ruby quests. I mean, I'm not going to send them on really anything other than like our quests for anything else, or ruby quests only. So that's kind of as we level. I mean, right now wouldn't be that big of a deal, but we do really need to get some rubies flowing. I mean, even this is a 24, or sorry, this is a 48 hour. Bringing in 6 with a chance for 7, which isn't too bad, and this is just kind of to pass the time. But you know, probably gonna be doing some time-lapse stuff at some point through the Maw push. We'll probably do it on video, as I think it'll just be kind of an interesting kind of reset. I mean, it shouldn't be a problem grinding pack through any of this at all, especially after we push into Maw a little bit. Doing it right at the beginning of Maw would be kind of risky, because then you might take a while getting through these guys back and forth on upgrades. But realistically, we should be able to, you know, push into the first or second upgrade of Maw and then do it, and have no problem just getting to, you know, Kadu, and then probably not even really having to switch here, just with a, you know, time lapse here, there, grab a bunch of upgrades and push through relatively quick, I would think, which is, you know, kind of interesting thought. But yeah, just kind of gonna be pushing through with Maw, seeing what we can get to. We start getting some big boosts here, which is nice. I think there's 6. Is it 6 or 7? It might be 6 and then 7. I know the last one has the same amount as Sid, yeah, Sid, which is 7. Yeah, so I think Maw is 6. But I'm happy to be back on Maw. Maw is the true hero, best hero in the game by far still. And they're not going to come out with, and that includes all the new heroes, I'm saying, they're not going to come out with a better one than Maw. I mean, Maw is, look at him. Or her, I should say. But Maw is such a little badass. But, yeah, honestly, other than that, we're going to be grinding out. There may be some decent jumps between episodes, because I am still trying to get to the new update without making, like, I don't want to make too many more videos on this update. I'd rather get to the new update sooner than later, so there definitely may be some time jumps here, but hopefully not next video, but the video after. Nah, probably not even that. It might be like 2 more videos on this update. I wanted it this weekend. At the time of this recording, it's Tuesday, but I really don't know how much time I'll be able to put into the game for, you know, as far as like pushing goes, but we'll see what we can make happen, I guess. We may get, you know, fairly lucky with things. But anyways, guys, that's gonna be it for this video. I hope you guys did enjoy. If so, you know, smack the like button. Come on, do it for Maw. But yeah, anyways, I will catch you in the next one. Peace.